Yeah, we're going to talk just a little bit about what's happening this spring. The lakes up north, some of them are still covered with ice. The lake up at Phillips, Solberg Lake, it still has ice on it, so it's going to be a while before that one hatches. Come down as far as Shawano, and Ken Vandyplas is going to set his nets tomorrow. Today's Monday. He's going to set his nets tomorrow, and hopefully he'll see some fish. And the way he determines when to set his nets is he actually walks the shoreline on a point called Rosenau Point. We put down 68 cubic yards of rock around Rosenau Point quite a few years ago. And on a good day, he will take 3 million eggs off of that point. So he walks the shoreline at night, shining, looking for fish. Young males, or males in general, always come to shore first, and he's been seeing very, very few males come to shore. But the way this spawn works is the males come to shore and they swim along the shoreline, then they leave actually and go back out. And the females are laying out in deeper water, and then they all come back to shore together. Talked to Drew Wallace, he's the new fish biologist over at Plymouth on Sunday. He's doing Long Lake over by Dundee, and he's seeing some fish spawned. Most fish are still green, most walleyes anyway. The northerns are done now. They had a very good northern survey sampling this year, so they were happy over there. We walleyes for tomorrow are going to be setting nets on Big Cedar and Little Cedar this coming Thursday. That would be what, April 10th, and the guys there have not been shining the shoreline, but we're anticipating two different bodies of water. Little Cedar is a two-basin kettle lake. Big Cedar runs north and south, about 110 feet deep, so they're very different ecosystems. Last year we set the nets on the 7th of April on Big Cedar and had nothing but green fish for the next 8 days. So they may even be a little early this year yet because it's only the 7th of April. So, but we'll see. Pewaukee Lake, they set the nets yesterday, and one net they set, I shouldn't say nets. They had 75 walleyes. They had one ripe female, 2 green females, and the rest were all males. Like I said, the males come to shore first, and these males are sure stacked up on the shoreline. Lake Geneva, where we're going to run a hatchery this year for the first time in 7 years, I think it is. The guys have been shining probably every other night, and they're seeing males along the shoreline, and that's a really clear lake. And if you go out in the 9, 10, 11 feet of water, the females are just laying on the bottom. They're not real active yet, so they haven't come to shore yet either. So that's kind of the breakdown for this year. It's cold. It hasn't been warm. True, we're getting a pretty good sun elevation, which sunlight really affects how the eggs mature in a female walleye as much as temperature does. So, but right now with the weather systems that we've had, I mean, we had frost yesterday morning and this morning. It's supposed to be down in the teens tonight, so it doesn't facilitate a lot of spawning. And just talking to Gary Henschel, he's been up on the Wolf, and he said there's a lot of green fish being caught up on the Wolf yet. So that system isn't even done. So that's just kind of an update of what's happening around the state.